see what's going on the latest episode of Star Trek Picard. Ew. Ew. Ah.
Jeez, no, please, God, kill me now. No, damn, crap, damn it to hell, son.
Ah. No. Ew. No. No.
I like science.
What in the actual All right. If I wanted to watch Saw, I would. This is one of the biggest problems with modern Star Trek. Hello, everyone. I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube harpy. Star Trek is now turned into Saw, and that is not a good thing, despite what people might say, despite the apologists, despite the people out there who are like, oh, you just don't like it because it's new. No. I don't like modern, gory anything. That's why I liked Star Trek for years and years and years and years. Oh, yeah. Also, justice for Icheb, because, spoiler, that was Icheb that they just dissected while he was alive. Like, that's actually called vivisectioning, isn't it? It gets better. Remember 7 of 9 and Icheb?
No.
All right. Get this crap off of my screen. Today's episode of Picard starts off terrible, and then it goes goofy with all... Oh, and then of course there's this chick who, I guess, what? You liked her look so much that you just wanted to copy it? Because that's all that reminds me of. It's like I thought I was literally watching The Expanse for about a minute because, just copy and paste. Because that's what Star Trek am now. And you know what? If I wanted to watch a modern, dark, gritty, politic-y oriented sci-fi thing, I would actually just watch The Expanse. And here's the thing. I don't like that type of science fiction. So no, I'm not a fan of The Expanse. I know, unsubscribe now. But if you do enjoy my content, like, subscribe, share. Every jiggle gets a sub. Or every sub gets a jiggle? I don't know. This show makes me break my brain. I don't remember words because it's so bad. So this is like some head Tal Shiar chick who is a Romulan or not or something. I don't know. She's out there dissecting Borg for parts. Because science?
I like science.
I guess, and they really want to be dark and edgy.
This is so fucking cool.
It is fucking cool.
So sorry.
Yeah, you should apologize for that one because the whole dark and edgy thing doesn't work very well when you're not, I don't know, capable of pulling off good Star Trek first. That's kind of where we need to start off. Pull off good Star Trek before you go and copy The Expanse, Firefly, every other thing. So this chick, we're going back because remember how I said this chick, I mean not the other one, not the Expanse one, but the one in Star Trek is the one going around taking all these Borg parts. This chick right here, this little blonde one though, looks awful lot like the chick on the ship, Agnes, or whatever her name is. I almost called her Alice. Whatever. The little mousy girl. And I think she's not quite the good guy as she might think she is. I don't know. Maybe she's another sleeper robot who really cares at this point because this is just ridiculous. This is just a ridiculous show. So that's one of the things that confused me about this episode is the person that we see actually doing the dissecting is not the same person that they said was doing it because they said it was this chick. And of course, here they show her with what is supposed to be this version of Dr. Maddox. Because what? You guys remember Dr. Maddox, right? From Measure of a Man, the guy who wanted to turn Data, dissect him for parts. He wanted to basically deactivate Data, create a whole army of Datas. Well, they decided at the end of that episode, if you haven't seen it, spoiler for, 30-year-old Star Trek episode, that maybe Data's a real life and we're supposed to seek out new life and new civilizations, right? We're supposed to do that and treat Data as a life form to be observed and not harmed in any way. That's one of the things that they don't understand in modern Trek. So apparently the fact that this guy just continued his research despite the ending of this episode, where he even started referring Data as like a he instead of it, because the whole episode he's like, oh, it. No, they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. No, they're just going to, poison him? You think he's dead for about a second here. Spoiler. This is all spoilers. You think he's dead for about a second because the chick from the Expanse apparently decided to poison him. No, not at all. Not that dead. Not quite dead, because they still have to go to Space Vegas. Space Vegas. Trauma made a Space Vegas movie that I would much rather watch. It's probably a lot better. It's a lot more entertaining, that's for sure. Rule number 1, how entertained am I by a show? If I am more annoyed than anything and I want to do anything but watch it, then I'm not entertained. And that is the biggest failure with Star Trek Picard, is that it's not entertaining at all. They just take everything about Star Trek they used to be interesting, and then they decide to what? Turn it into just cringe? I mean, if I wanted cringe, I would just go and watch anything. When Batwoman is better than Star Trek. You have a problem. I was kind of engaged. They also got science better in Batwoman.
I like science.
I gotta cringe every time I see that spot clip. Space Vegas. And of course, before they go to Space Vegas, they have to shift tone entirely to comedy. Because Firefly did. I don't know. This episode was just so all over the place. It goes from gory to goofy to boring, economy, this money, and I do this for this job. And I don't care. This is space. This is Star Trek. If I wanted to hear a bunch of boring modern day dialogue, like people saying bullshit and talking about the economy and what type of money is funded where, I would watch anything other than Star Trek. This is just so not what I want in Star Trek. And, you can argue the little technicalities of, well, actually, it's probable that a Romulan star would... I don't even care about the science of Star Trek anymore.
I like science.
Because they don't care anymore either. They just want to pull, like, all of these... They want to stop a scene for feelings. We spend... probably 10 minutes on a scene with the Space Junkie's family, apparently, because she left her. I just don't care about any of these characters. But no, so they had to switch completely to go goofy, and then they go to this emotional feel stuff, back to Space Vegas, where they come in all pimped out. I'm not even kidding. That's part of it. I mean, literally, pimped out. Because they're supposed to stand out in Space Vegas. They're supposed to stand out in Space Vegas. This show. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. This show it was really hard to watch. It is hard to sit there and pay attention to because it is everything that I do not like on TV. It is this modern day language, the modern day lighting, the modern day aesthetic, the modern day drama, the modern day interpersonal crap that I used to go to Star Trek to escape. And when they can't even get that right, when they're telling me that I'm supposed to give a crap about any of these characters or what's going on, I don't. The other big problem with this episode is that Picard is like the last guy to know anything. He's stumbling around on set going, oh, well, maybe if we did, oh, you betrayed, oh. He can't even speak. He's like me when I had a cold a couple of weeks ago. Like, can you sit down? You need some tea. This is just not enjoyable to sit there and watch. I don't care about any of these new characters. Oh, and you got the Agnes Doctor chick. Apparently, 20-year-old Agnes is banging 80-year-old Dr. Maddox or whatever. I don't know. I guess. Who cares? You really need all of this drama and BS and crap in Star Trek? No, you don't. You really don't. You can make a good, decent Star Trek episode that doesn't need all these flashy visual effects. It doesn't need giant space battles. It doesn't need 7 of 9 going through mowing people down. And yeah, they beefed up her part a little bit, but who cares? Oh, the other thing. Picard and Seven of Nine are in his little ready room, which is basically just Chateau Picard, because reshoots? Okay, so it's a holographic version of his house on the ship. First off, that would take a lot of resources that little ship probably wouldn't have. Second off, he offers Seven of Nine a drink. He's like, oh, do you want tea? Do you want this? She's like, bourbon, booze. Is it real booze? Do they have a replicator in there? I mean, do they even ever explain that? Or did I miss that because the show's just so boring? I don't know. There's a lot of little nitpick things that I miss because it's hard to pay attention to. And if you want a generic background noise show that has a bunch of talking and feels and flashes a light when you know when to look up, right? Or gives you a noise, gives you something. They give you a cue to know when to get off of your phone to look up and pay attention to the show. Then this show is for you. If you're somebody who really, really likes the old Star Trek, don't watch it. Don't watch it. It's not entertaining. And at the end of the day, I need my entertainment to entertain me. So tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I am Mecha Random 42. Oh, I think I'm going to stream ranting about this one. I'll see you guys on the next video, live stream, or, 0 out of 10. Fuck this show. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.